Gankers. Love them or hate them. Hate them. Everybody hates a ganker. Well, as a little bit of a ganker myself, I will show you how to drag other players
into non-consensual PvP, violently kill their character and take all their loot for yourself.
In Abion Online, you can choose what you want to be, and many of us choose to be evil. So whether you'd like to learn how to gank other people yourself, or how to avoid becoming an easy target, keep watching as this video is for you. Before approaching any of the camps, I start by listening. Did you hear it? Let me play it again and have a good listen. I could clearly hear somebody is fighting in that camp, so I drink an invisibility potion and sneak up on them. I keep an eye on my invisibility debuff here. The point is to quickly do some damage to them. It doesn't matter how big the damage, but it has to be at least some damage so that the mount disappears. And at this point they are pretty much cooked. And that's mostly because their build doesn't have any escaping capabilities in its kit. So maybe you're asking, is there something my prey could have done better? And the answer is no, not at this point. What they could have done better, what they could have done differently is pick a different build, something that could allow them to escape. When ganking objectives like this, the best angle to approach from is from the south or southeast. This is because most of the camps are on a high ground, so the camera gives more vision to the north side, but not to the south one. Also, most people will have their minimap on the bottom right corner of the screen, so that can sometimes hide your name tag. The person I'm ganking right now is on a nature staff, which is an excellent PvE weapon, but again doesn't have any mobility to escape. So they do a good thing here, they try to fight me off, which is the correct play. They also correctly fight me inside the mob camp, because I'm a hammer and the hammers would draw mob aggro had I used my Q, which I intentionally didn't use, because I knew it would happen. But it's a nice trick. But given the situation, I think they played this well, they did what they could. Not all of my solo ganks were on solo camps though. Look at here, I pass a guy who is on pork pie, and I assume that's a gatherer. So as soon as his name tag disappears from my vision, I turn back and go check whether there is something to gather down here. I thought I heard his cow dismount, so I listen some more. Yep, he's fighting, so in I go. Now, this player did have some escaping tools in their kit. They had the miner boots, which, unless I can purge them, are usually a get out of jail for free card. But sometimes you can get away with persistence hunting. Maybe you're asking, how much silver can I possibly make from going around and bullying low IP players? And the answer is not much, but you don't go open world just for the sake of solo ganking. Ideally, you do other stuff, you kill bosses, you gather resources, and when you meet someone low IP you can gank, it's like a little treat on the way. It's like finding a green chest. You're not going to leave it unopened just because it's green. Sometimes you can find good loot even in a green chest, which is what happened to me here right now. Here's another trick you can use. So again, I hear my opponent fighting on the camp, so I dismount and wait for my potion to come online. See me studying the map layout so that I don't miss the entrance. But since I'm a very special boy, I miss it anyway. Somehow I select the mob during all this mayhem, so when I click my purge button, I purge the mob. And I let my prey get away free this time. Here's the thing though, most people doing solo camps like this are in the middle of the camp, yeah, they are like 60-70% done. So they will probably want to return to that camp and finish it. That means all I have to do is wait a bit and try again, because I know there's a big chance they will come back. On my second try, I come from the southeast side, which is the best angle. I hear them fighting. And so now I just do my usual thing. In this clip, I actually didn't hear my prey. I dismounted and started listening, but they were just between the mobs. So I didn't hear anyone, but I saw the name tag. And it's likely they saw me actually, because they mount up immediately. And what they do next is they are going to check it out. Like, oh, did I see a name tag in here? Like, congratulations man, you were right, there was a ganker in there. And the prize you win is getting dismounted. While you enjoy this murder on the background, let me direct your eyesight to the bottom right corner of the screen. Under the minimap, it says there's 0 to 5 people in this map. And this gives people a false sense of security, because it probably means there isn't a ganking group in here, but it doesn't save you from solo gankers. Most of my kills were actually on 0 to 5 maps. But indeed, a ganking group probably would increase this number a bit, so it's not completely bad reasoning, but it doesn't mean you're completely safe either. If you are new to the game, all of this may seem unfair to you. Like, what are people supposed to do? They're just doing camps and suddenly a ganker jumps them and they're dead. Like, how is that fun? And I get why you feel that way. You feel that way because when you die like this, the game doesn't tell you what you did wrong. And it often feels like there's nothing you could have done better. Well, let me tell you, 99% of the time, there are things you could have done better. From the perspective of a ganker, it's quite obvious the misplays people do when I gank them like this, and they do misplays most of the time. Believe it or not, I actually think that the game is stacked against gankers. If you are ganking an experienced player, they are going to deal with you, and that's why most of the solo gankers can successfully only gank new and inexperienced players. Okay, but what are those things that the experienced players do differently? Well, luckily for you, I've already made several videos on this topic, and 2 of them should appear on your screen right about now. Go ahead, watch them right now to learn all the tricks that you need to survive getting ganked in the black zones.